This is True Buzz, that Mary J. Now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up. Perfect show for my smokers. True Buzz, hey.
Hey, True Buzz, cannabis enthusiasts. We got a good one today. It's going to be an awesome show. We got the CEO, Mike, and the Director of Sales, Klaudia, from the sophisticated Hollowtips. Your guys' stuff looks awesome, sitting right here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I've been dying to try it. I haven't tried your stuff before. So this is going to be awesome to learn about it and then try it.
We're excited. We're excited for you.
Hey, I'm excited. So yeah, tell me a little bit about your guys' story and kind of how it all started. Whoever wants to hop in.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we are up and coming cannabis brand. We actually started about 3 years ago. We focused on getting a lot of R&D. We made sure that our product, we have the patent pending on everything. So it took a little while to make sure we got all of the things, all R&D corrected. But we've been in the industry for quite over a decade, most of us. So we just wanted to, go from traditional market to legal. We wanted to give back and put our product into the legal dispensaries.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Hollowtip, that design, can you tell me a little bit about that and kind of how it works with the airflow, or kind of what's the difference between a typical one that I might get?
Well, it's actually it's patented now. So let me see. Pass it over.
Is it okay if I grab one of those too? Check it out. Awesome.
So the inside of the bullet, the Hollowtip bullet, it's bored out a little bit.
Okay.
Just so you get maximum airflow as you pull.
Okay, that looks sick.
Yeah.
And I was also reading about you guys too, how you do the process of getting that whole clear
the water
distillate.
clear Delta 9.
The water clear Delta 9. Tell me a little bit about that. I don't know a whole lot about that.
Yeah. So what we do is I feel like one of our big differences amongst other competitors and other vape cartridges is that we typically use Delta 9 oil, which is water clear distillate. A lot of people, I feel like that's one of our eye-catching to a lot of the customers and consumers, is that they see our cartridges and you'll notice that the water clear, it's very different from either the honey colorant that a lot of other cannabis cartridges have. But that's one thing that we focus on. We actually use a hydrocarbon extraction method. And what that does is it goes through phases and series through purification and filtration. That's how we're able to go ahead and get that water clear signature look. We've worked with different engineers that have plenty of years of experience that are able to formulate our terpenes that come from cannabis-derived terpenes, and we're able to go ahead and formulate our actual flavors in our cartridges.
Awesome. Yeah, and looking at it too, I've never seen this personally. That's why I didn't. Thank you for filling me in. Mm-hmm. And also in the inside there, that little design that is pretty dope. That's inside the centerpiece of the cart.
Oh yeah, that's our signature monogram.
That's sick. Now, and when I was about to talk to you guys, I was checking out your stuff, of course, and I was reading reviews. Everybody has good things to say about your product, so
thank you.
That's awesome. That's big. And do you have a favorite, Klaudia or Mike, out of these vapes? Do you have a favorite flavor that you like, or favorite one?
I like them all.
Yeah.
I'm more of a sativa girl, so I on my day-to-day I would prefer the sweet shot, and then I also like Gunlotto. So one of my favorites I actually brought for you, so you'll be able to try that.
Oh, I'll be able to try. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Take care of me there. I like Banana Clip's a cool name. I like how you guys have
that one tastes amazing also.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's my top 3.
Yeah.
We have a total of 8 different strains. So we have 2 sativas, which is going to be Sweet Shot and Hollow Haze. We have 3 hybrids, which is 38 Special. We have Gunlotto and AK-47.
I love your names.
And then we have 3 indicas, which is going to be the Thompson OG, Banana Clip, and oh my goodness, 38 special.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, yeah, that's awesome. And now I'm looking at a little flower here. What's the story on that?
Yeah, so our flower, we're actually in the middle of cultivation right now. So
Okay.
we will be dropping that in March.
Awesome. That's
Yes.
exciting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's about a week 3 of flower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
actually gonna head over there next week. Yeah, to record some stuff and drop it on Instagram so people can take a look inside our garden.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. Now, this is a interesting question, at least for me, because I was racking my brain on the way here, because I feel like because you guys do the batteries as well.
Yes.
You don't. I was trying to think of companies that do that have the carts and the batteries. I know there's people like G Pen and Packs, but I feel like a lot of other companies like are sourced that fit the carts. I feel like that's pretty unique that you guys do that.
Yeah, we wanted to, we wanted our hard work and our dedication to resonate in the product in itself. We wanted to bring more of the luxury feel to cannabis, and we wanted to make sure that, we gave our consumers the real experience full on. So we did come up with 2 different batteries. We have the mini Deuce Deuce, which is like a mini shallow of like a handgun. And then we also have the monogram pen kit, which is more of a classy, more type.
I was just about to say classy.
Where you have your mirror,
Oh, wow.
the monogram pen kit. You'll notice that the instructions are right there. So we have 3 different voltage settings that you're able to place those on. And then we're a very multi-use brand. So we want to make sure that you don't just have something and, you could just toss it out. A lot of people get packaging, they just throw it away. It does come with a USB port, so it makes it a lot easier. All of our batteries are 510 thread. Another selling point that I tell our customers, you're not obligated to, get our battery, but for the full experience, we do recommend it. However, if they do have a battery of their choice, it is going to be, you could actually use that as well.
Okay.
But inside, you just pull that out, and then people use it for like their pre-rolls, credit card case.
Okay, that's dope. The multi-use classy
Yes,
case right here.
Exactly. So we have that. And I feel
It's
like a
also
lot of
crush
people.
proof, so when
Yeah.
concerts are open again, you could use that
Oh,
in
damn.
your back pocket.
Dang.
So you'll see a lot of
I'm
people
thinking
use
some
that.
other fun ideas too with that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, dang, you guys, can I, would it be okay
Yeah.
if I see one of the, that and one of
Yeah,
those
of
other
course.
batteries, the little,
Yeah.
the Deuce Deuce?
Of course. Now with the Deuce Deuce battery, I always try to inform the customers. So on the cartridge, you'll see. Now, like I said, we're very multi-use. On the bottom of the cartridge, you'll see that there is a collectible magnet adapter. Now, you could go ahead and twist that off. That is magnet. You could put that actually onto the mirror, the case.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
It's like a, yeah, it's like a shell. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
So what we have with that, with the mini Deuce Deuce, it's going to be a 510 thread. This is a magnetic. So all you have to do is switch that adapter. And for the mini Deuce Deuce, there is 0 buttons needed. It is automatic.
Okay. I like how you have this little red piece here.
Yes.
Because you don't see
Safety.
that. I feel like you don't see that all the. Is that? It's not required, is it?
No.
No.
Yeah, because I was like, I bought a bunch of vapes. I've never seen it, but it makes sense to keep
Yeah.
It
everything.
helps so it doesn't leak, so you don't get no leakage.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm looking here. Are these all grams that you have?
Yes,
Carts?
full grams.
Okay, cool. Do you do half grams or?
We do not. No, full grams on that. So go ahead and put that one in.
You screw it right on. It's just gonna clip right in there.
Yeah.
I love
we
that.
actually put 2 in the case just in case you were to lose one. You'll have another one for backup.
That's awesome. That's happened to me with a vape. I'm like, oh, I need to order. Oh, thank you. For everybody listening, I'm just loading up this. Oh, it says my name on there.
We did. We do customize
Damn.
luxury
What the
experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we do offer a personalized gift on like the mini Deuce Deuce batteries, and that one it's $5 if you were to purchase online.
Damn, that's a good deal. That threw me off. When
Did
you
it?
handed me this and said my
Sorry.
name on there, I'm tasting this deliciousness. It's all coming from. I'm like, oh, yeah. Damn. That's awesome. I like the feel of that too. It feels nice.
Good.
Like
Which flavor did you try?
I think I put on the banana clip. Yeah,
Okay.
banana clip.
So you'll also notice, I know I asked you what flavor, but if you notice really on the bottom adapter on the cartridge, it has the flavor strain band on there. Do you
On
see
this
it?
piece right here?
No, it's on the actual cart.
Oh.
You see? So it'll say the flavor, and then it'll say if it's either a sativa, indica. Oh, it's on that one. Yeah, so that one you're able to determine which one you have.
Okay. Do you find that when you're selling these, do you find that the sativas, do you find one more popular? I know I asked what you guys are like your favorites. Is there one that you find more popular or a couple?
I mean, I feel like it varies on like either demographic or areas. You know, I have a lot of like our dispensaries that we have in NorCal, they like hybrids and indicas. Some dispensaries in like the Inland Empire in LA, some of them focus on sativas. I mean, it just really depends on the demographic.
Sure. And so you guys are all over basically. You're
Yes.
everywhere, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And anywhere besides just
So
California.
just
When I say
California,
just California,
yes.
I mean that's huge that you guys
Just
are everywhere.
California right now.
And I had a Source Cannabis on the show, and they said something cool that stuck kind of with me. They're like, if you can like basically own California, you'll own the world basically. So like once you guys, because you guys are already crushing it here, it's like would be so easy for you
Sky's
guys.
the limit. We
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And that's awesome that you guys are, and you have, are these pre-rolls launching with the flower as well?
Yeah, right now they're just promotional, but when our flower drops, and that's when we'll have our pre-rolls out. Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be different casings, but like I said, promotional, so we want you to go ahead and try it.
Awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. This is like,
You're welcome.
feeling like Christmas right now. Got my name on stuff. Like, what?
We feel like that actually brings, you know, we like the gold look. I feel like a lot of the customers, we want them to pay for what they get. You know, I know that it's kind of like you look good, you feel good, and we want them to feel the same when they're smoking our product. And with the whole personalized, we just added that onto our website. A lot of people love doing that. It could either be a gift or it could be something personal. People love that.
I was about to say nice little gift. I might be getting some gifts from there.
Yes.
That's awesome. I like how it pops out too. Everything you guys are doing is clean. And I did off that one, I don't want to smoke it up too much in here, but that one pull I took felt nice.
Nice.
I hate hitting a 510 thread and my like sucking in like it's a milkshake. I'm like, you know, that was a nice smooth hit right there. Awesome. This is very cool. Sorry, I'm just like geeking out on this.
No.
So we got
I'm glad
those
you
new
like it.
products launched, and you said you've been around for about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, I was going to ask what separates you, you know, from the competition, but we've already basically gone through it. You guys have everything kind of going on.
Yeah, we like getting different, you know, criticism from other, you know, competitors. We like seeing people be innovative with their product. We just kind of feel like we're in, you know, a different lane and different path. We have different goals, and we just want our hard work, our dedication to resonate in our product. And, you know, we are excited to bring what we have to offer to the market. We're excited.
Yeah, your brand definitely sticks out. It definitely has that classy, like sophisticated look. The gold.
Yeah, we focus on quality control, so we want to make sure, like, you know, the choice is clear. That's why we focus on like the clear distillate. We feel like, you know, some companies don't want to pay the extra amount of dollars to make sure they go through those extra series to make sure that they get the pure, you know, distillate. But we make sure, like I said, we want to make sure that the people are actually getting for what they pay for.
For sure. And I was trying to figure that out. Like, I know we've kind of covered it, but there's like some process like chromography or something that like separates.
Yeah. So like I said, we use the hydrocarbon extraction method. So what that does is just it's going through extra phases in series, but it does consist of using chromatography.
How long would you say does it take to get a batch, if that makes sense, like to fill up the pens, like, or how does that process work?
So it pretty much goes by like liters. Depends. I mean,
Takes from them about 2 weeks right
2
now.
weeks, yeah. And then after quarantine and everything, it looks like a good 3 week lead time
Okay.
for getting everything.
Now, have you thought about It looks like you're launching new stuff in March. You're saying, have you thought about hopping in the edible market at all?
Right now, we're actually focused on putting our sauce pins out.
Yeah, flour and then saucepans and then edibles eventually.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about those saucepans. Are they going to come in the same style cartridge?
Yeah, same style cartridge. Pretty much. We're just gonna change the color of the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're gonna be strain specific from the flour that we're gonna be pumping out in March.
Oh, awesome.
So it's gonna take a
Keeping it
little
all
time.
together.
Yeah.
From your own flour to putting it in the sauce to the own batteries.
Yeah, that's how we can quality control, you know. So
Yeah, awesome.
As you notice how the bottom adapter is a collectible magnet, this is as well
yeah.
on our flour jar.
So we don't want you to throw away much, you know, after you buy it. Yeah,
That's
so-
awesome. Well, I'm a weirdo too with these. I just have so many jars stacked. I'm like, what am
Yeah,
I
what do you
doing
do
with
yeah,
these?
Yeah. So we also put a little mark on them, so you can use them as maybe a measuring cup in the kitchen or a shot glass. It's about 1 ounce,
Oh, really?
like halfway. Yeah. So you could just
Multi-use.
Oh, and also
That
we
smells
had
freaking
hole
On the
delicious.
drills through
bottom.
the bottom. So we'd like to maybe team up with like local nurseries and like give out discounts on succulents or whatnot. So you can just make your own little garden in your kitchen.
Damn.
So that'll be like your little water drainage. So you could just repurpose
Wow.
it and not throw away like a nice glass jar.
Very innovative. Like, yeah, it's like a 5-in-1 here. It's like it's like a Swiss Army knife of weed jars.
Yeah. It'll be fun when people just surprise us what they want to repurpose it with, you know?
Yeah. We just we feel like, you know, we don't want someone to just get something and like toss it. We want it to be like it have a purpose, and the fact that it's nice, you guys they're able to reuse it is just a plus.
Yeah, for sure. That's really unique, especially this bottom piece too. Yeah, like I love the theme. Now, was there something that sparked the interest of the Hollowtips name, the theme of like all the names? Like, what was there initial one spark, or was it just kind of came over time?
It was the initial one spark with the bullet. Me and my partner I was high and we were just talking. And I was like, it looks like a bullet. And I was like, it does. Like a Hollowtip bullet. Like, okay. Kind of built off of that. But at that time, it was like a wooden top piece. You know, it didn't really look like much of a bullet, but it did to me.
That's awesome.
Then we
Those,
took it from there.
A high moment that turned into something amazing.
Yeah, I still remember it.
It was like yesterday.
That's where all the creativity comes to light.
Yeah, that's true. It's like those moments. It's like not even trying to push it either. It just came in that moment. That's really cool. Everything you guys got going on is really sick. I'm loving your guys' style. Now,
Thank you.
for sure. Now, what's your process? This is like kind of little different here. What's your process of kind of getting it into the stores? Is that, at first, imagine it's easier now that you have the name recognition and everything. Was it harder at first to kind of get into stores or?
Last year, we were a part of a swag bag for Oscars 2020, and that actually boosted us up. A lot of people started getting familiar. A lot of people were intrigued and they were curious as to what is Hollowtips. For a while, we were barely going to go into the legal shop. So a lot of people assumed that since we were a part of the Oscars and Leonardo DiCaprio and certain celebrities had it, it was a part of the swag bag. We were on like David Chappelle's show. They talked about us. A lot of people assumed that it was just an exclusive brand. They didn't know where they could find it. So a lot of people were, constantly emailing us like, where can we get Hollowtips? We don't see a store locator. Where are we able to locate it? Eventually, when we started going into the stores, talking to the buyers and getting our product into the dispensaries, we noticed that it was more like a referral base. Hollowtips, we would love to be in every single dispensary. However, it's kind of like a Louis Vuitton of like, the purses. We want to make sure we're at, we don't want to devalue our brand. We want to keep it upscale. We want to keep it more of a luxury brand. So we want to be in like the best top-notch dispensaries that we can be. So we're in Cookies, we're in Empire, we're at LA Kush, we're at really good dispensaries. So luckily, everything is going great, but the more the merrier. So we're not stopping there.
Awesome. That's the real deal. That's awesome how it all kind of worked like that, and word of mouth is a strong.
Oh, absolutely.
Strong.
Yeah. I feel like in this industry, it's somewhat of a very small world, you know. So if you have a really good product, and you know, even people that are, you know, cannabis connoisseurs, and they are able to give us like good criticism, like we're able to take that and adapt to any given situation, like how the vape gate propaganda, you know, a lot of people were, you know, very hesitant, and that's why we took the initiative to make sure that our consumers and our customers were knowledgeable about our product. And that's when people started learning more about Delta 9 and how our product is Cat 3. How that there's no vitamin E, no VG, nothing. So a lot of people, it was our responsibility as a brand to inform our customers and make sure that they were fully knowledgeable of what's in our products.
Yeah, that's cool that you just rolled with the punches there, and because that whole time was crazy. I
Yeah.
feel like that's all kind of on the back burner now, or is it? It's still in the.
I mean, it definitely, you know, people were very hesitant, and that was right when we started, you know, getting into a few stores. So you knew that, you know, people were hesitant on getting like a new brand, despite how it looks and how it tastes and how good it is. People were kind of hesitant out there, you know. But we did really great on marketing and, you know, informing our customers that this is what is inside our product. We focus on informing our customers that it's safe to shop at legal dispensaries, you know, and to check on different, you know, QR codes and everything else, so that you're able to verify on a COA what exactly you're smoking.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel like there should always be, or I haven't tried in a while, but when I've got some stuff from dispensaries, I try to like look it up or type it in to see if it's legit. I can never like kind of get to the, I mean, I assumed it was because it was from a legal spot, but you're saying you can kind of just search the QR code, or
Yeah,
like,
you're able. So on the cart right behind, that's the QR code right there. You could just scan it.
okay, with your like phone. Oh wow,
Yeah, and it'll take you.
that's really cool.
And then you'll notice how some of them, it'll have, if it's from the legal dispensary, it'll have like your full on breakdown on like the COA on the site.
Okay, so now how does it feel when you guys see, or do you guys see people doing knockoffs, faking your stuff? Like,
Yeah, they started doing that recently.
Yeah.
how does that? I mean, I'm sure it might feel a little good in a way that people are trying to knock something good, but does it piss you off at all too?
Yeah, I feel bad for who buys it and doesn't get what they think they're getting. That's the messed up part. You know?
Sure, absolutely.
Like all our oil is pretty much water clear. You'll see some counterfeit cards with like yellow oil.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's just- yeah.
Well, I guess that's really good part about having the clear oil, because it makes it that much harder to counterfeit. So
Yeah.
people who are doing counterfeit shit are like, oh, we're not going to fuck with Hollowtips. That's too hard.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I mean, we focus like I said earlier, like our engineers, you know, we worked with engineers that have been doing this for like 3 to 5 years, that actually use our terpenes, that formulate our actual flavors. So they have a lot of experience. All of our flavors are anywhere from like 88 to 93 THC. So it's really high quality, you know. And like I said, we focus on having Delta 9. It's not Delta 8. You could tell the difference, you know. So to see that people are counterfeiting our product, I mean, in a way, you know, it means we're doing something right. However, it's very unfortunate that some people that are purchasing that think they're gonna get the right stuff, you know, that are getting something that they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
it's cool that you guys
unfortunate.
are taking the steps though too to raise awareness, like you were mentioning earlier, to
Yes.
help people
Mhm.
see what's real and what's not. Now, how much do your grams usually retail for? Is it
Retail, it's anywhere from 55 to 70.
okay?
Depending on the areas. I mean, I believe NorCal is around 55 to 60. LA is about $70.
Okay, nice. Yes. That's awesome. And where would be the closest spot, kind of where we are right now? Do you know off the top where I could go get one?
Yeah, you could actually. There's LA Kush right there in LA, and then there's also Dr. Green Thumbs that's in the Valley.
Okay, I've heard of LA Kush for sure. I've never been or heard of Dr. Green Thumbs. I don't think.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dr. Green
okay.
Thumbs.
They're up in Silmar.
Silmar.
Okay, awesome. Do you remember the first spot that brought you guys in? Do you remember your first client?
LA Kush.
LA Kush. Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out LA Kush. That's what's up.
LA Kush. Yep.
Yeah.
I think my first one that I had to do like the full on A to Z like closing would be Empire in San Bernardino.
Okay. So you're probably on the road all the time, doing deals, making sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have a team now. So now I'm able to, work from the office a little bit more and have them, go on site. I don't have to really do that as much, but I love, building a rapport with my customers and getting more familiar. I feel like that's what builds like a good relationship. So I like going.
Cool. And before like this COVID started, were there any like events that you guys would go to and set up like booths or anything like that?
Yeah, we were a part of a few different cannabis, I would say different awards.
Okay.
We actually won
I saw
a
you
few
guys
awards.
won awards. Yeah. Oh.
So Kush Stock was one of them.
I meant to say that at the beginning, award winning. I
Oh.
left that out.
Yeah, we were Kush Stock. We won most innovative vape.
Oh no, that was the Orange County Cannabis.
Okay, Orange County Cannabis. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited when things, eventually open up again. I'm excited to go check out some of these events because I haven't gone to many myself. That's kind of why I asked too, is just to
it's
go
been a
check
while.
out stuff, pop up a camera, get a little.
Yeah, there's so much fun.
Yeah, huh? Just checking out everybody's new stuff, seeing what's going on. And that made me think of like the machines and the process. I know there's a lot of people doing it for you. There's like, this might be a crazy question, is how much does like a machine cost or machines to like make this? Or is it like a rental thing?
I'm sure they own it. I don't know the exact cost.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I imagine it's up there, so I'm just curious of how like.
Yeah, our
I'm
manufacturers, they
sure it's
kind
way up
of
there.
handle that. I know they do a large bulk. Yeah, I think it's pretty pricey date up there. I mean, they are able to complete a large quantity within like a week. So I think, yeah, it has to be up there.
And
I don't know the number on that.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, like I said, I know it's a random question. And did you know when you had that, like how after you had that first thought about the Hollowtip, is like, did you know you wanted to kind of go that clear route the whole time and kind of do
I
that
did.
right from the jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's so much like people copying stuff, and I was like, I want to go a little farther and just give people stuff. They didn't really want to copy, period. So that way everybody's just getting quality.
Yeah, it feels good. And I know I asked that question earlier. Is there anybody, any other brands that you know off the top who are kind of doing what you're doing, like with the full, like having the batteries and having the cartridges?
Stizzy has their own battery, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
does
G-Pen.
do they make their own stuff or?
I think they
Do
do.
they? Okay.
And I believe Plug and Play, they do theirs as well. A few
Okay.
brands
Oh, yeah,
do.
yeah,
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I forgot about Stizzy. I should have thought of that one.
Yeah, a few brands they do have like it's all connected in one. They have like I want to say it's
Specific to their
What-
pod or cartridge.
Would you guys
though.
be open to like collaborating with another company that come in and be like, hey, we want to do like a Hollowtips cart collab with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was like a really, really good farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good farm.
Yeah.
Probably like for sauces or whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that sauce is coming out with the around the same time as the flower, you
Mhm.
said?
Probably a few months after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's gonna be from that. It's gonna take a
Yeah.
little time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's awesome that you're gonna go get like. I love the fact that you guys are getting so much like. Your content's awesome too, by the way. When I've been like looking at your stuff, your marketing's obviously awesome. Your content's amazing. We have a dope video guy in the building right now. Shout out to
Shout
you.
out to Nerve.
Yes.
Nerve, shout out, man. And then that's cool that you said you're gonna like go to the grow and get some video too. And it's like, I feel like
Yeah.
that's the key, right? And
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Space.
wanna let them into the garden, let it see where it comes from, and kind of grow with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
We definitely want to give I feel like that's what's more interesting. You get the product, you see it, but I feel like a lot of people they're curious as far as like the day to day. They want to see the whole the experience. So I feel like it's good for us to give back and allow them to see what we're doing, So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and just lifting back that curtain because people want to know like how is this or what is
Where
this?
does my medicine come
Yeah,
from?
and then they see it
Yeah.
and like, oh damn, this is legit. Whereas, that's really cool. And then, do you have a home? Do you guys have like a home base where you guys are located, where everything is, or is it just kind of throughout California?
It's mainly throughout Southern California,
Okay.
but mainly we're based out of LA. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. What? So you said the price. I'm surprised there's that big of a fluctuation of prices. Actually, not really, because it's LA,
LA.
but like.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
But after I said
It's
that,
like
I'm
gas.
like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like NorCal, the dispensaries that we have over there, they order such a large bulk. And with that being said, I think since they have such a large bulk and they have multiple locations, they tend to lower the ticket a little bit
Sure.
compared to the locations over here.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
What would you say would be a good number on like from a good dispensary? What would be a good number of cartridges moving out of there, maybe on like a monthly basis or something?
Orders, I mean, we have 8 flavors, so you'll see that, the NorCal locations, they're ordering like 200 to 250 a flavor.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, nothing less than 100.
Coming in a
So,
pallet.
Yes. Our other locations, they do have multiple brands, so they tend to be a little bit, they're not going to order such a large bulk. They'll still order a good amount, but it won't be as excessive as they are in NorCal.
And what you guys have here is just going to stick out too. I feel like compared to a lot of the other, from the just the gold fact. And I mean, everything looks cool about it, but like stick out. If I saw a bunch hanging there, I feel like you're going to see a lot of black and like white.
Right. Yeah. I
kind
mean,
of packs and stuff.
we're definitely up there on the top shelf. They put us right there where other real familiar brands are. So I mean, it's an honor in itself to be right next to Steezy and like other really top brands. But that's where our competitors are. We're making sure that we remain top shelf for sure.
For sure, catering to that high end user,
Has
the
to be.
enthusiast. How often do you guys smoke?
Often.
Oh, I was high like late last night. I started groggy this morning. No.
Do you smoke a lot of vapes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and flour.
And
Flour?
flour. Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I wake up really early and I try to smoke more at night, not so much in the morning or in the day, just because I have a lot of stuff to do and constantly on either conference calls or handling meetings. But once I get home and I unwind, then that's when I smoke.
Smoke it
mostly.
down, huh?
Yep.
Well, that's why the sativa cartridges are nice too. I haven't been vaping as much as I have been in the past, but sativa in like the morning and day, a little nice of a cartridge is just, for me, has always been a little better, than like lighting up a J. And
Yeah.
depends on the day, I guess. But
I mean,
you get right to it. You can be right in bed.
and hikes too. I'm excited to break this out on some hikes and just get after it.
Yep. Embrace the ambiance on top of the hike.
Yeah, for real. This thing is awesome. This reminds me of, I've been trying to, first of all, it kind of reminds me of a little gold brick, which is dope, but almost has like a thumb. This thing is sick.
Yeah, that one we made. It's very discreet. It's
like how
more
you could even be
compact.
like-
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why we made that one opposed to the monogram pen kit. We feel like that one is more of a traditional one. We wanted to make the other one a little bit more unique, compact, discreet on that one. I mean, I don't know. Everyone that I know, when they pull that out, let's say they're having dinner, they do not mind putting that like right there and like let people see what they're smoking. It's very eye catching, and a lot of people like that.
Yeah, huh? It's like, oh, what's up? And I'm Jack. What's up?
No.
Now, can you engrave this one customly? I was gonna say it doesn't. It might take away from the design.
Yeah, the monogram pen finish. You'll notice that it's all on there, so it'll be a little harder.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Mhm.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? It looks nice. Yeah. Do you prefer one over the other, or for when you're smoking on your carts?
I like both. I prefer the mini Deuce Deuce.
Yeah.
Me as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Slide.
just feels good.
Yeah, and just put it in. It could probably even perfectly fit in a little piece of the jean pocket right
Yeah,
there.
the fifth
Uh-huh.
pocket.
Yeah.
It's like your little holster.
Fifth pocket. I don't know why I've never thought of that. Fifth pocket.
I think
It's
that's
like
what
a-
it's called, right? I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just call it a little. I'm like my little pocket on
My
my
little
jeans.
stash spot.
Yeah, a little fifth pocket. I like that. Yeah, Learning something new every day.
Yes.
See, oh, you're holding like a little pistol too. You can a
Oh,
little bit.
It's like you ever play GoldenEye, the James Bond?
Oh yeah.
I got the golden gun, and I always used to be Odd Job in that game. Good times. That game was epic. But yeah, holding like a gun, squeezing the trigger.
Uh-huh.
So, what are you most excited for here in 2021 besides the new products? Because those are awesome.
Yeah, just letting everybody see the flower now. Yeah.
The flower, huh? And when do you know how much you're gonna have when you after harvest, after everything's dried, cured, and
Should be over 300 pounds.
shit, ready to be served up?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good amount. So this must be a pretty big facility. That's gonna be an awesome video to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me know. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it so I can share it or just shout it out because I'm excited to see this whole operation that you guys got going on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
For sure. Now, when you were getting into the the market, the legal scene, how was that? Were you a lot of jumping through hoops, or was it pretty smooth for you? Just like starting everything up, getting your licensing.
Yeah, again with the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh.
I think that was that, and then also making sure we did all of the logistics of things, like making sure that we were able to get the product patent, make sure we got everything trademarked, doing all the legal stuff the correct way, making sure we, finalize things with like our lawyers. That was another thing that took a little while, just to make sure that we do all the proper steps the right way.
Doing it right. My roommate told me a little phrase I thought was cool the other day. He's like, take the time to take the time.
Oh, absolutely.
And I thought that was dope. That's like what you guys have done. Take the time, make sure everything's in order, and move forward. Yeah, I'm always curious. I know I ask some like random questions about back end stuff, just stuff that pops in my head with it. But that's really cool. Like, and too, with the market coming up in 2021, what do you see in just the vape space that's gonna like? Do you see it just continually like exploding, or do you see, we talked about, like the vape epidemic or whatever, and that had a little downturn probably, but kind of what do you see in the future of vaping in general?
I feel like sky's the limit.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our goal is not only to be in California. We definitely are working with people to team up with to do state to state. We're hoping, one day once it's, like in Canada, how it's, federally legal, they could just, call it and it shows up at your doorstep. We would like to, go nationwide, and that's how I feel like Hollowtips has the actual look. We have the product, and I think we're able to do so.
Yeah, once it's direct to consumer, you guys are gonna just
everybody have access.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which they should. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Just getting it out there, and that's with that too. It brings up a thought to my head that I had the other day with like legalization and federally is like, does that kind of scare you at all if it became legal federally as a business owner in the space? And because it's like, what if all of a sudden they came in and tried to change stuff on you, or is it not a thought?
No, I think federal legalization would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think they might try to come in
It
and
would be good for the banking also.
yeah. So you think all good, huh? I was just thinking that the other day or a couple of times I'm just like, yeah, what if they came in all of a sudden we're like, okay, well now this, and it just like changed up on you. I mean, I was just curious about the laws that are in place for like business owners having to deal with. I mean, I'm all for it. I want it to be legal, but I was just curious of the other side of it. Like maybe some things will come from it that aren't good for some business owners. Maybe.
Yeah, only time will tell with that one.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you guys think about that? What do you think this year? You think it will be anything in the future for legalization aspects of weed?
I think we got some time. I think it'll take a while. I think.
Maybe before the end of Biden's term, possibly.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys said you've been in like the industry for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you've seen a lot of change.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot, huh?
Yeah. From traditional to now recreational.
I'm trying to think myself because I was in Kansas about 8 years ago, I think was when I saw my first 510 cartridge, I think.
Mm.
Do you guys remember when you saw your first, or how long ago it was when they started coming out. I'm sure I got everything later being in the Midwest, you know. I didn't have the access, but
Man.
Yeah, the first pen I ever bought, it was like a G pen. It was like the game collaboration, super sick box, all red. I
okay.
think it was probably about like 6 years ago, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was like an oil cartridge?
Yeah,
Oh.
a G pen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking because I know how they have some of the other ones, and it was the game had his own.
Yeah, yeah.
He has a flower brand, right? The game isn't. Oh, Leaf. No, that's
Oh.
Snoop.
Is it
Trees,
Snoop?
I think.
Trees.
by
Oh.
game.
Yeah, I haven't
think,
tried
yeah.
that. I haven't tried Snoop stuff either. I haven't tried many of these
I
dudes'
haven't
stuff.
yet either, yeah.
I'm trying to think who
Yeah,
if I've had anybody famous. I know like Seth Rogen has one. Yeah, there's a lot out there with the celebrity branding, but I guess I guess it really hasn't hit me too hard.
Yeah, I just like to smoke my own flower.
Yeah, huh?
I grow it, smoke
Yeah.
it.
Well, I know
Keep it
I'm like
simple.
this. I know
Yeah,
I'm
keep
like
it simple.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
The color, not
know
only the
what's in it, yeah.
smell on this, but the color on this looks amazing. Yeah, that's important too.
Yeah,
That's why I love.
that one's our sherbet right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love getting stuff from my buddy who grows, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I know I'm
you know
like,
what's in it.
I'm like, this is all good,
it's
and
just-
yeah, that's nice. Do you have you grown at all?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been probably cultivating for like 14 years.
Oh shit.
You know, everybody has a story. Started in a little tent, then just keep climbing.
Okay. So are you kind of part of the whole? You're obviously part of the process, but do you do some of the growing at this facility, or are you kind of just an overseer? Or
Overseeing, just
Yeah.
letting them know the plays.
okay, cool. So you have like a couple master growers, or is it
Yeah.
how's kind of the process over there?
Yeah, and there's some master growers, and then there's their help.
Okay.
The process?
Yeah, no, I was just curious, kind of the setup of like if you had a couple growers. I'm always trying to learn about the whole
Now
like.
it's 2-tier. Now we're using an LED system, which is kind of new to me, but everything is great so far.
Okay, cool. And before the LED, it was like
HPS.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
and the LED is definitely better. You're thinking?
So far, they look great.
Okay, awesome.
Not any worse, that's for sure. I'm just so used to HPS. It's like a little, just different.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, you've been using that other one for so long, and
Over a decade. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like,
you're like, what's good?
this is new.
Was it hard for you to change over like that, or was it just now it's
Well,
just
different.
yeah,
you
just
know,
different, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah? It's funny how now like 5 years from now it'd be weird to ever think about using another one probably.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's so much energy with HPS now. Yeah.
Oh, HPS uses a lot more energy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I
Gives
guess.
off a lot of heat.
Yeah, that.
So then you'll need to cool down with air conditioning.
Okay.
So
I think that's what's fascinating is like coming from the traditional market into recreational. You see so many people, different companies coming out with so many different things. You know, people are being so innovative. They're coming out with, it's amazing to see with just in a short amount of time that so many things are being created. It's awesome.
Yeah, the whole space too, and like not even like like you're saying, like even accessories and some stuff for like edible stuff. Yeah, it's amazing to
absolutely.
see. Like I'm like I can't even imagine like 10,
Mhm.
20 years from now the type of stuff we're going to be smoking on or
Mhm.
eating or some of these devices. But you know, I also say like how much better can it get? Almost like you said, these are like 80-90%. Like
Mhm.
it's like what is there gonna like like how could it get much better, right? Or like there's always ways that, like you said, to tweak and figure it
Mhm.
out. But it's just crazy to me that I couldn't imagine giving somebody this. Like when I brought up like, oh, your first vape you ever smoked, I couldn't imagine this being the first vape I ever smoked. It would have been a whole different experience, you know. Instead
Yeah.
of me smoking some janky cart from some rando in Kansas, I would be like, oh, this is like the real deal. This is the real shit right here. Although that cartridge was nice, the first one I had, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. The thing about vapes too, I feel like, is they like sneak up on me too.
Yeah.
I'll just be puffing away on it, and I'll be like, oh, don't, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a creeper.
Yeah, you notice with ours, the taste is very, very good. You get a really good taste. All of our flavors have a very unique and, different taste to them. So all of our flavors are really good.
It's like a legit science, right? Like finding that flavor. Like
Yeah.
you said, you have people specifically working on the terpenes to give it that flavor profile.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. I was looking at a chart online the other day of like all the terpene flavors, and it's like crazy like webs, like how if it's like a citrus, it's gonna have these 3 in here. I almost ordered. It was a poster that hangs up. I still might order it. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Just seeing that, it's kind of
Yeah.
fascinating.
Lemon, you have like different pine notes. So it's amazing how they're able to formulate those.
Yeah, that must be a process too, like you said, with the all the R&D. It's like to find that right. It's like, okay, now we just need to put a little more of this one in to just to hit it right.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you guys are so serious about that too, because not just big. Oh, okay, let's roll with it. Like, oh no, maybe we need to bring it back and do a little this and there.
Oh yeah.
Tweak it a little bit.
It's gotta taste amazing.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. Our oil includes using it from cannabis plant derived terpenes. So you'll notice how some people have a vape. They have vapes that are very strong. It tastes like perfume or very floral. That's one thing we wanted to make sure we stayed away from.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we made sure we stayed away from that. So you definitely get the actual. You'll get the taste of the flower as well. So that's good.
And like you just hit something for me, because I bought at some random dispensary about like a dablicator the other day, and I take a dab of it and it tasted like fucking perfume or some shit.
Oh yeah,
it tasted. I was like, this smells like strawberry lip gloss or something. And I was like, I gave it to my roommate. I'm like, he's like, that's fucked up. And we were like coughing our asses off. I'm like, I didn't even finish it. I still have like the whole thing. I'm like,
yeah.
To your point, it's like, oh, that was not a good experience. But I've had tons of vapes too, even from reputable, like just good brands. And I'm like, I taste it and I get that weird. It has that like weird, even like throat feel, that weird taste. I'm like, this doesn't seem off the head of this. It seems great.
Yeah.
It's like,
thanks.
I guess the hit tells all, right?
Yeah. Our sativas, we have the sweet shot and the hollow haze, and I love those because the sweet shot tastes like gummy bears.
It's like a white gummy bear.
White gummy bear.
Oh, nice.
It's very tasteful. And then our hollow haze is like, like berry starburst. So that tastes, it's
sold
really
and sold.
good. Our other flavors, they have like a really good taste. It's not too strong. Some of them have like citrus. You get the citrus aftertaste. You get a little bit of the lemon taste. You'll notice that with our banana clip, you get a little, hints of banana. So really good.
All flavors tasty all around, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like those are like the most important parts, right? When putting a vape together is like, what would you say it is? Like flavor, potency, effect, or like, is there like certain charts or like things that you try to hit like that?
Flavor and potency.
Flavor and potency.
Yeah.
Most important right there.
Yeah.
It's gotta taste bomb and hit hard.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Guess it's as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I still think it's really interesting. I know I keep bringing up the clear aspect just because I've never seen it before like that.
Yeah. The cartridges, you'll know, they're very detailed. So you have like you'll see that the air bubble chamber, you'll see like the monogram pen finish in the inside, the flavor strain band.
Yeah, I feel like this is a collector's piece even. Yep. Loaded up in a clip that like pushes down, fire them out. Yeah, it's really cool too that like you guys are doing how everything is being able to be repurposed and reused, or at least just look cool. Even though these like on your refrigerator have like a lineup of bullets.
Yeah, sometimes we ask like our Instagram followers like show us like the magnets, and we'll get like these pictures, the DMs. They have like 10, 15 of them. It's an amazing experience. It's beautiful to see the people loving our product. It's amazing.
And so the mirror is just clipping on through the case here because the mirror. I was like magnetic mirror. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, this is really cool. I could think of so many people who would like this one here, this little classy case. Put that on right there. We're good to go. Now, did you have this idea with like at the beginning too of making them kind of all collectors style, or just bringing that other element like to bring it a step further? Because the bottom of here kind of blew my mind too, how that little hole's in there.
Yeah, we're trying to leave less of a carbon footprint, don't want to waste too much, and it's nice, so we want you to actually want to keep it and use it still. Instead of like, oh, it's nice, throw it away, all right, smoke, and then consume more, and then you're going to get a bunch of trash later.
Yes, and I've said that too on this podcast, is like the carts. I feel bad. That's why I save my carts too. I have like a box full of carts. I'm like, what do I do with these?
Those ones actually, a lot of our customers will take off the top and then screw the magnetic piece to it, and it looks just like a bullet, and just keep their little case of ammo.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I always thought there should be some sort of like recycling program for them somehow or something.
Oh yeah.
How much is, and especially the disposable vapes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's have you thought about moving? Okay,
yeah, that's why we stayed away from that. Yeah,
just less. It makes sense because I feel I've only bought a couple of them or had them gifted to me, and I'm like, There's a lot. There's like a whole thing here I'm just throwing away. I feel kind of weird doing it, but I feel like that's hot in the market right now, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. We don't like them.
Yeah.
It makes sense though. Especially I've seen a lot of the live resin all-in-ones popping out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm with you. This makes so much more sense than just buying the all-in-one little cart.
Yeah, we want to make it more personal. Like this is your piece that you carry around with you.
Yeah. It's and any other. This will screw on any other 510 if you wanted. If I had another one, it'll just pop right in there. I had another one like this. I think it was from Candy Pins, but I really like how I love the magnetic aspect of it, how it just clips right in there like that. And you get a nice draw.
Yeah, it's, there's no buttons needed to activate that one. So I think that one's good too. You don't have to push 3 clicks to turn it on and then wait for it to heat up. That one's just activated.
Now with that, I don't know like the energy levels or whatever off the top of my head. Like what setting would this maybe be programmed to in comparison to this? Because this has like 3 settings you were saying?
Yeah, so the monogram is 3.6, 3.1, and 2.7 voltage.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that one is going to be 3.5.
Oh, okay. It's like a nice 8th. No, that's cool. Yeah, because was there any reason you came up with that 3.5, or would it just kind of work with the battery?
That was the best pull with that battery.
That best pull. Oh, so it was experiment.
Yeah.
Well, relatively, you'll notice that the voltages are semi-low compared to other, our other competitors' battery voltage choice. And a lot of people ask, why is the voltage so low, or et cetera. And I let them know, when people are smoking cartridges with that yellow color, the honey brown or yellow color, you'll notice when they're smoking it with a high voltage, it tends to get darker. With ours, we make sure that we keep the setting fairly low so it's not burning the oil. You actually get the proper taste and be able to experience like the actual good taste of the terpenes, not so much burning the oil.
Yeah, and that comes with your patent Hollowtip technology here, because I was kind of, when I referred to that earlier of like how it has to take. So I've had the different settings. I'll even get a new cart sometimes, be like, all right, well, I guess I got to crank this all the way up. This thing's full, but to get a hit, sometimes you got to give it that extra little heat. Not with this. So that's dope. Yeah, I wonder what some of these other ones I've used now, like the hottest you're supposed to go, or what's the lowest. And how long would you say a charge will last on this?
The charge will
looks like a pretty big battery.
Yeah,
or is this the battery right here on the side?
Yeah.
That looks like it lasts a while, huh?
Yeah. I mean, depends how much you pull it, but I mean, it lasts me a whole week. Yeah.
That's awesome thing with vapes too. I'm always like, but it has happened to me too. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna take it with me. The battery will be fine. I'm like, oh shit. The one time I'd say that,
no charge, it blinks.
I'm like, give me somebody got a charger here. Yeah, that's really cool. That I'm just really thankful that you guys stopped by today, and like, especially hooking me up with this. That like, I'm feeling really good right now. It means a lot though, for real, that you guys took time out of your day to come chill on the True Bud show, and it's been good learning from you.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having
I
us.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And everybody keep a eye and ear to the ground for the release of the flower, and then after that, sauce pen. But these are awesome. I know I'm definitely going to be talking about these and recommending them, and just other videos I'm doing or smoking on them randomly throughout my content. So some people are definitely going to be getting a word of mouth from me on these, even after that one hit. That one hit was nice. So I have a little more work to do, get after it so I can tell people what it's really all about. But yeah, thanks again for making your way out. And
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll hopefully collaborate in the future. Maybe come check out your spot or something sometime. Or
yeah, definitely.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
That's what's up.